smoke coming at ya. What have we got today? We've got one I've had sitting around for a while. This is the 2012 Smoking Wood from the Bruery. This is a rye barrel-aged beer. It's 13% this year. In some past years it was around 10%. And it's an Imperial smoked porter. It is brewed with Beachwood and Cherrywood smoked malts and aged in Rye Whiskey Barrels. So I'm kind of excited about this one. To me, the combinations sound great. It's got, just like I said, about a year on it. So I'm kind of hoping it should be really wonderful. So I'm going to get this one cracked open. Well, it's dark. It looks pretty black to me. And that is quite the mocha head. It's like a one-finger mocha head, quite creamy looking, if you can see that. It's a nice looking head indeed. Might even put up some lacing there, or at least some legs. We'll see. All right, let's get a nose on this one. Woohoo! Okay. I can get that, even now it's been a year, I get that rye whiskey barrel aroma, and I'm getting some serious dark fruits on this. Oh yeah, and it's probably colder than it should be. I'm gonna have to be warming this one up as I go, but I'm definitely getting dark fruits. I'm getting figs, big time figs, and I'm getting some raisins on this. And you know, this character may have changed from other reviews you've seen, since, you know, I've had this one sitting in the cellar for a year. Oh man, and I'm getting chocolate on that. I get some roasted malts, but the chocolate's more dominant than the roasted malts on that. You do get a little bit of smoky character at this point. It's not as predominant, although you do get the aroma of like some, you know, campfire beach smell, a little bit of char on it. So the effects of that smoke are coming out in that manner. Oh, but there's a nice underlying sweetness on this. The dark fruits are just coming through super, super nice on this. I'm almost thinking I'm getting like a little bit of like leather or tobacco off of it as well. Maybe a hint of soy sauce on there. Like, you know, yeah, anyway, enough said there. Yeah, those are some nice aromas. Might revisit the aromas, but I'm gonna get a taste on this. Cheers. I'd love to have known it was like, you know, fresher, but I tell you what, I'm not disappointed with having aged it. I get a little bit of that smokiness. I think it was supposed to be smokier fresh than this, but I get some of that smokiness. Ooh, I just got hit with some campfire char. Oh, very nice. It is a chocolate porter, is what I'm saying. It's a porter with a good amount of chocolate. Oh, here comes the smoke on the backside. Oh man, that is just really pleasant. That is just really nice. You get a hint of the dark fruits. They're not as predominant in the taste as they were on the aroma. In the taste, that smoke is building now. It is definitely coming through. And it is so nice. It is so balanced out. It is so pleasant. Can you tell I'm loving this? There's just a lot of layers. There's a lot of flavor to this. There's just a lot going on in this beer. I really have to say, you know, I get a hint of molasses, a little bit like some brown sugar on it. But I'm getting like leather and tobacco off of it. You know, a hint of like Worcestershire sauce, or maybe I'm getting definitely that charcoal and the smoke and the campfire. I mean, layers of it. Now keep in mind, I mean, they have both Beachwood and Cherrywood smoked malts. So yeah, you're gonna get some varied smoke flavors and char flavors off this. There's nice caramel on this, I didn't mention. There's a little bit, a hint of vanilla on it. The cherrywood has a really interesting effect on this, I have to say. I mean, the beechwood I'm real familiar with, I would say. Not so much the cherrywood, but that cherrywood adds another dimension, which I'm just hard to describe. I can taste it. I know it's there. I don't know that I can verbalize it, and yet it's just really wonderful. And the rye whiskey barrels, you know, you do get the bourbon, you get the rye whiskey, you get that whiskey on it. It's not super strong. It doesn't come off as hot, really. You know, with this year on it, it's very smooth. It's very palatable. This is a 13% ABV beer. It's not drinking like 13%. Mind you, though, it is drinking like 10%. And as it's warming, it's kind of on the lighter side of full now, on the mouthfeel, and it's very creamy. All right, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to let this warm. This is drinking really nice right now. It's warming up. It could probably warm up further, but I took a nice little break. My wife checked out the aroma and she pointed out what should have been obvious. Of course, as it's warming, it's changing, but is that there's a lot of prunes on this, and there really is a lot of prune in that. You know, yeah, I was initially getting raisin and fig, but yeah, it's shifted. There's quite a bit of sweetness in this beer, and the carbonation on it, by the way, is a moderate to low carbonation, but it's a fine carbonation, and it's very, very well done, as you would expect from the brewery. The chocolate flavors in this are just wonderful. They're very upfront, along with the smoke and things, but I wouldn't say it's a dark chocolate. It's certainly not a milk chocolate. It makes me think of like one of those European like hazelnut chocolates. It's just a wonderful beer. I'm so pleased that I had the patience to age this one, and yeah, it just got lost in the stack. All right, here's the big question. Do you rate this in style as a smoked beer or as an Imperial Porter, which, you know, technically not a category? Or how about an Imperial Smoked Porter? Well, I'm going to try to rate it kind of in a combination of a smoked beer. Smoked beers are a little different than the porter, but smoked Imperial Porter. I think this is a world-class beer, personally. I just do. So I'm going to give this one a 96. Overall, wow. Again, this is a year old. So, but overall, the light smokiness, it's not overdone, but again, because the dark fruits and blah, blah, blah. There's even a little bit of maple in this. Wow, overall, this just kind of rocks my world. This is the kind of thing that I personally like. I'm giving this a 97. This is just up there. I'm shocked. I didn't expect this, but I'm going to be sipping on this all tonight. This is going to be a fun one to sip on for sure. All right, this is 13%. Woohoo! Clement's Own Brew saying life is too short to drink cheap beer, and I will see you on the next beer review.